Everybody, welcome back to Homestead in the Woods. Episode 7 with me, Sid. Last episode, we got most of the structural side of the new homestead finished, but I was playing around with. Oh, hello! Somebody burnt to death there. I was playing around with decorations. Ignore the hole. We're on the hole at the moment. There are decorations around the edge, and I found these lattice blocks which can take a whole host of things. So roses, peonies, I think there's lilacs up there. You can do some of the climbing vines and various bits and pieces. And so basically, I've got that going, and I've got a little bit of bush going in and around. So that's all the way around the outside now. So the bottom half is largely decorated to a point. I still need to get pathing in and everything, because this walk backwards and forwards is getting old. But I've also done the inside, and I think this looks quite splendid. We've got a room here, small one, which we can do something with. We've got what's going to be the pantry over here. We've got something here, and all of this on the outside can change. If I decide, for example, that it's going to be a stable and need 3 high doors, it becomes a stable and gets 3 high doors. What else we got? We've got the tower here, which needs some work, and all of these need windows in the top. We've got a little bit of windowage going on. I need to also dress up the outside of these windows. We've got a bit of towerage here. And then we've got the main space here, which we worked on this last episode. We've got the fishy. I'm going to see if we can put more than one fishy in there at some point. No rush. Put a floor on the top of here. I can put a half slab ceiling, give it a different ceiling if I want. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do that or not. It is going to get an oven area, cooking area. This area is blank. Up here we put in a fancy window and that window, and now we have got, just going to wipe down another torch in these. I'm just a little bit phobic that these are not spawn safe yet. And I've just started playing around with this, so we're going to do something up here to make this just like a big open hallway. And I'm looking at how to try and get some safety rails on here, but I'm not succeeding so far. This attic rooms here, which are going to certainly, if I can get myself in here, I'm really running low on this stuff now, so I do need to be conscious of. I'm going to need to go more. I'm going to need more. Damn it, because I've got another one of these to do on the other side, and that's annoying as well. But let's go out here and get you and go. Unless I make the one on the other side too high. I might do it the other way around, actually. Let me just go and show you why. From this side, the view is of that and the stuff over there. From that side, the view is absolutely awesome. It is totally... I mean, look at that. The view, imagine waking up to that in the morning. Sun coming up over there. Yeah, that's a view worth paying for. I suppose I could also... Yeah, I've got some ideas, actually. Have I got some ideas? Yes, I've got some ideas. Because they're underneath here. Oh, no, that is not going to work, is it? Damn it. What about underneath here? That will work. Just let's replace that with dirt. It says, if it saves me a journey, where did they go? Then I'm up for a little bit of dirt in the infrastructure of the house. I'm going to need more anyway for some of the other bits, I'm sure. But that is at least one solution, isn't it? To get a few more of these blocks, and I can do the same on the other side should I need to. Let's go and have a look, see whether we need to. Oh, hello. I probably do need to. So I need another 8. Wow, that's annoying. That is super duper annoying. Actually, if I put some Joshua slabs there, that will save a bit, won't it? I can do the same on the other side. I just don't want to give up these big 3 wide windows. The Joshua floors right up to the edge would make a nice bit of sense. And then we just do the same down here. And we should be good, I think. Gib. Dirt, is there any problem it can't solve in this game? Problem, whack some dirt down. Problem, just need a bit more dirt. It's great, best stuff. Except of course I do need a couple more Joshua planks, but that we can sort out. We can, let's just get these. Oh, hello. Like that. And we'll do the same over this side. Probably need to just extend out a little bit as well, don't we? Diggy stats. Okay, I appear to have done something. Ah, okay, that's going to be interesting. And also, yeah, that needs to be one of those, doesn't it? It's one of the pointy ones. There we go. Longer roof. I'm going to regret, you know, at some point not doing this in the pretty coloured stuff. But, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's, yeah, so that. Needs to go up. Like so, I don't really have to worry too much. I'm not going to worry about that. Flooring and then some windowing. Let me just go and sort myself out, and I'll get that done. Back in a moment. All right, I think that looks all right. I've opened the windows, so they're kind of, you know, open. Now we just need to figure out what the hell we're going to do with each of these rooms and what they're going to be. And I also probably need to think about bringing my storage system over and moving out of Bob's place so Bob can, you know, live in there quite happily by himself. I'm also wondering about protecting Bob so he can't get himself killed, because he does seem very singularly intent on that particular role. We also, yeah, there's that stuff to think about. The outside, I did look at the window boxes, didn't I, last time? And I mean, I suppose we could just go in here with the storage. Stupid thing, do we have anything like the old dolly? We do. Hello. Diamond dolly. Yeah, that's the beast that allows you to remove spawners if it's set that way. However, Iron Dolly will be fine to start off with. That will actually achieve a lot for me. We're not going to move out totally, because obviously we've also got, we need to move, blah, 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 blah. Let's try that again. We need to relocate our enchanting room. We've also got big furnace arrays. Now, stupid Bob, if I do this, no, and you go on, get in, get in, no, get in, go in, this is for your own good. Now you can't get out. Of course, we need to time our getting in perfectly, because he's going to sit there, but old trick with villagers, if you don't know this one, it's worth it. If you place it in its closed position like that, the villager and zombies will try and open it, and that is its open position, and they can't get through it. Really useful little trick there. Now I did pick up some slime balls, so that's handy. We'll get rid of you and you and you. I have to keep the dirt. That's wood. I'm going to get rid of the Joshua planks for now. There's Joshua saplings. Get rid of those. Keep that up there. Drop off the mob drops. Everything is good. You've got, see, that's quite. That is. Ah, okay. The other thing is I can just put a big block of dirt in front of it, couldn't I? That would always work as well. A couple of iron, 4 iron in fact, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I also need to process up my zinc. So we're going to cook you. Oh, hello. I'm just going to waste 1 coal. Let me just sleep before. Alright. See, if he can't get out, he can't get himself killed, and then Bob is safe. However, okay, we're doing it like that up. Of course, this is slow. That's not. Okay, we'll cheat. We can cheat that one. Yeah, so that's basically, I'm just going to move all of these over into what is going to be the larder, and then we've got all of our stuff for living in this space over here. It's not perfect, but it will do. What we'll do is we'll go and get the other half, and then we'll think, should I make 2? And then I can bring 2 at a time. Well, I'll get that one, and then I'll make that decision. I mean, being able to bring a double chest at once would be beneficial, I think. I'll be back in a mo. Alright, and more or less just like that. I'm going to need more. We have moved. As I say, more or less. I still need to make myself a little fancy bit more. I need more oak. Oh, if only I had more oak. I've got so much oak, it's untrue. There should be enough to do that. So that just as a question, what was the thing to make the path? So you've got oak path, so slabs to make 3, but you've also got these, which I quite like the look of, because it's just, well, actually it's mossy stone. mossy deep slate. Quite interesting. Cobbled deep slate. Or deep slate. Well, cobbled deep slate is probably the more. Let me just go and have a quick peek at those. I just want to see what path options we've got while I'm kind of thinking about this. We've got everything for our enchanting setup, but blocks. Cobbled deep slate. Basket weave paving. Deep slate cover paving. I want to try some of that. I want to try some of that. I want to try some of that. This is very interesting. Let's just see what these work like on path blocks. Do they work at all? Well, they definitely work, but I feel that they're really designed to go on they don't go where there's doors, do they? That much is certain. I mean, it's interesting. So effectively you can put down a path, but you're still restricted by what you can do with the doors, and I'm not sure I like that. Let me just stick the deep slate away. God only knows what I'm going to do with this lot. Let me just stick you in there for now. We'll think about the pathing. That's something that we need to consider. We also need to get some doormats, aka pressure plates in. Right, one of these rooms is going to be a library. Why not this one? Let's start off like that. That work? It should work, shouldn't it? I should be able to enchant something to level 30. It can. Okay. And then we can knock out here and here. That will give me 2 windows straight into the place. We can stick our anvil there. And for the time being, we'll stick a torch there. But we'll turn this into a library, so we also want to see what other kind of bookcases we have. So we've got the chisel bookcase from Minecraft, the vanilla-y thing. I think they're just stacks, aren't they? They're not actually functional blocks. I think that's probably stacks as well, but although interesting, a little bit pastel-y, but. And then you've got chipped book stack. Place a random stack of books, sneaking right clicking on the block to change the model, increase the power of enchantment like bookshelves. Ooh. So we could get rid of some of these. That's interesting. Alright, well, I'm not here to actually work on the library today. The library, that's just to get me up and running. I do need, let me go and have a think about how many doors I need now, because I've added a whole load of stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 doors. And if we go in, find the right one. We've got some Joshua. No, yes. 1, and 4. Stick with Joshua. Joshua's a nice. I do like that doll. I like the texture. The colour is some rich chocolatey almost. Just eat some chocolate now. Thanks, John. You've just made yourself hungry. But with that, I'm just going to stick you there for a moment. We've moved in. We've got our view for the morning. We've got a bed up here. We will put a better bed down. But right now, that one's all right. We've got a view from here. We've cleared the land around Bob's place. I have given Bob free access to the outside. He's managed to survive so far. If he doesn't survive, it's his own fault. You know, it's a grown villager. So now we need to think about decorating and making this place totally ours. And I think probably the first thing we need to think about is a kitchen and maybe a workshop area. Maybe through here. This might be an area to put all of our chipped workshop stuff in, because if we are no, it's all right. I keep hitting H because that's the right. Let me just do at chip. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 workstations, and I've got 2 of them so far. So we need a botanist workstation. We've got the glass blowers. We need a carpenter's workstation. We've got the loom, masons, alchemy. Oh, that's a bit pricey, but fine, we can do that later. And tinker. We've also, incidentally, got a few quests to hand in that I've been out picking flowers and stuff, you know, the stuff that you don't do. So, diggy stats, reach 50,000 blocks walked. So we've done a lot of that. We'll have a pair of obsidian boots for free. That's fine. I've got a pair, but thank you all the same. What else did we get? I also managed to pick up some grape seeds, which is going to give me some white grape and red grape seeds. And then we're going to need an apple tree sapling and a dark. Temperate biomes. So we need to find those. And this will take us into the hooch area. Seasoned and settled. What have we done there? Oh, we picked all of the things. So we get a pitchfork and a hoe. What does a pitchfork do? You can attach ropes from brewery to some fence posts to create a hanging rope for tomatoes to cling onto and grow larger. Interesting. That's from Farm and Charm, isn't it? Yeah, these are all. And then, yeah, okay. So, I think, what are you for? I have no idea. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Equipment chest, boop, boop, boop. Seed chest, boop, boop. So we've got white grapes and red grapes. So we need to know how to do that. Let's think. Well, by the way, my obsidian axe broke. I'm not worried because I feel like we shouldn't have that right now. So let's go and sleep the night away. And let's have a look at what our sunrise looks like, shall we? You really can't get a good view, can you? We probably, yeah, it's not going to make a good thumbnail. Okay. So what do we need to play with next? Well, technically speaking, we kind of have, we've got these to do. So I need to go and get beef, mutton and chicken. And that will get that one out of the way. Actually, we don't need to. These are no longer in chronological order, are they? but I do need to do this lot. So I'm going to need 2, 3, 6 diamonds. I don't think I've got anywhere close to 6 diamonds. So we are going to have to go mining. We also probably have to go to the nether. I know, I don't like the nether. Not my favourite place. Oh, we've got diamonds, okay. And you go on a diamond grindstone. Which is there. Oh, was that an advancement or a... that wasn't a reward, was it? That was just a thing, okay. But that gives us what we need there to make a diamond sword. Seems a bit of a waste, but... an axe and a shovel. That should now give me that, which will give me 8 diamonds back, a diamond chest and some stuff. Okay. We still need... would you mind going? Thank you. We still need to achieve that. And I need gilded thing. That's why I need to go to the nether. I don't want to go to the nether. But we get some stuff for it. That's always a bonus. I've used my crafting table 18 times now. And barely touched any of that. Oh, I need to give them the load of cobblestone. Okay. Well, that we're going to get digging down. I need to place 4 blast furnace and place 4 barrels, place 4 smokers, and that will give me that one. More harvesting. More stuff over there. Oh, we got something. What did we get? Oh, we got... why? Turnstone into different texture versions of themselves. I don't recall doing that. Oh, must have done. Anyway, we can pop those away. Pop that away, that away. You can go there. Good old chest. And you can go into there. Oh, we got a mace. Okay. Maybe we should move these. I'll do the floor in there another day. What to do first, though? This is the conundrum, the question. We'll definitely have plenty of room for all of these in here anyway. So that's that. Mine. Let's set a mine shaft up. Let me go and grab something to make stairs with. Do I want to make them out of cobble? Yeah, I'll make some. And again, I'm sat there going, can I cheese me using the crafting table? Which seems a bit bizarre, but there you go. Right, what we'll do, because I'm still thinking about my path down, I don't really want the mine. If I'm up here, I'm having to mine down through all of the stuff that's up here first. So let's take this down to the water's edge. Back off, Mr. Buffalo. I mean, we are potentially going to hit some of these pits and caves. That's, well, it's not fine, but you know, it is what it is. Nope, no baby duck. So, what about here? Here's good enough. I'm going to make this the mine shaft 3 wide ultimately, but for now you just knew I was going to place that block there, didn't you? We'll do that. This is as good a starting point as any. Whack down a torch. And we'll start this process. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, well, that's always nice. So we're down at about -20 at the moment, and there's our first. Just have a look. There's more. Good, good. And some iron as well. So that's always nice. Always a look. Never a disappointment when you find a little bit of thing anymore. Yeah, I'll have you. Wow, I am. Apparently, I've picked up a whole load of stuff. So I've got gold. I've already found some diamonds. That's nice. Copper, iron. Got some raw magnetite nuggets, and some raw iron nuggets, and some zinc. And the rest of this is largely stuff. The cave map, if you look up there, is on by default, so I assume that is the intent of the pack to have that. And like I say, the idea behind this is I don't want this to be a stupidly stressful series. I want this to be a series which is chill and relaxed and enjoyable. So I'm quite happy with that as a default. I did turn around, we hit a cave there, and I'm not bothered about caving, but if I'm going caving, I'm doing a caving episode. Oh, hello, redstone, lovely. So, but right now I'm just getting myself a little mine down to, well, I won't say bedrock, because it's no longer the case, is it? It's not bedrock anymore. They've changed the game mechanic with the new depth. So I'm aiming for about -5, depending on what you read. And these days it's largely written by AI as well. Diamond mining level is 53 to 58 is optimal. Now I was way up when I bumped into those diamonds. Oh, it was cinnabar, not redstone. Crushes into redstone dust. Rough cinnabar goes to cinnabar and redstone dust, and cinnabar makes me other stuff. Alright, fine. So, we are at -31, as you can see from the map. There's some kind of dungeon over that way. There's something over there which looks very forbidding. There's a big old lava lake this direction. There's just generally a lot of stuff around us, which is great. That's presumably, you know, one of the aims of the pack. So yeah, we'll keep on heading down until we get to the optimal level, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, I've run out of torches. I have found 26 diamonds and some shards. We've got more this way. I've only done a little bit of strip mining. I go 20 blocks in each direction. This one here, I do need to patch that up. I like a tidy mine. I've lit up, the reason I run out of torches actually is I lit up the geode we found down here because I love these, and I love the oh, that's not good. I can see a dark spot there. Let me move you over one, and that should cover us. I think this is spawn proof. There was a creeper in here, but I just opened up a 1 block gap and beat him to death through it, as you do. But yeah, that's our strip mine established, so we can continue on down here. We can obviously, we're going to be kind of going this way, which looks on the surface to be pretty safe. Over there, that looks like a cave, so we can get out into the fun if we really want to. Not really seeing much more down at this depth, to be honest. I'm also of opinion that we probably shouldn't have this level of detail, but there you go. Right, what am I doing? Did I just throw something away? I probably did. But yeah, we've got lots of diamonds. This is all stairs, so absolutely spawn safe. And I have no idea what time it is, so I suppose what we could do is just have a snooze. Actually, get out and have a snooze. Sometimes when you sleep in a 2-hour block, you port into the wall, and on the other side of that wall is a cave. I don't want to end up on there. There we go. So, just as a matter of interest, how are we doing there? I've done 257 blocks, and then I need to sacrifice. That's 130 odd blocks. Of course, getting stone becomes harder when you're just sat here in a mine that's mainly of deep slate. Right, let's see who is waiting above for us, if anybody. With a bit of luck, we were far enough away that they haven't spawned on the surface, but you know how this game goes. And we will light this up. We'll make this look nice. It's not going to be a horrible hole in the ground forever. Oh, there is some people up here. Okay. Well then, let's go and welcome them to the neighbourhood, shall we? Would you like a... Oh, of course I've got extra reach, haven't I? Oh God, I just saw the green of that duck's head, and I thought it was a creeper creeping. Yep, there we go. So yeah, there was a little bit of mobbage up here. Oh, look at that buffalo! Oh, well, there's a plush trader and an ant. Huh? Yeah, mama plushie. You know, I'm not going to waste my diamonds, my emeralds. Yep, no duck. So I need to think about pathing, because we're going to, next things I think we need to look at is, well, I want to get a nether portal. However, I want the nether portal to be creative, and I'm not going to go and do another nether portal in a cave. That's the thing. I also need to think about this stuff, and I really could use a silk touch pick because we've got fortune. So I think we probably need to look at taking you, because you're almost there. This lot can go away in here. Grab out all of the goodies. I suppose we should seems kind of pointless. What can I use you for then? I can make 9 of them into a thing. Okay. Well, that gives me 2 more diamonds, so yeah, I haven't quite got enough for... So diamonds are officially not an issue. We've got that. This stuff becomes raw magnetite. Raw magnetite can be crafted into blocks, lodestones, and magnetic compass. Always points to magnetic north, unless there's a strong interference, okay. And it can, with cinnabar, and those can be turned into an item magnet, which that's what I want it for, basically. Alright, I'm not fooling you, am I? So, cinnabar, we need to a load of redstone. What can we use you for then? I can grind you, make a cinnabar block. Drains XP. Yeah, but what would I want to do that for? Okay, that's not. Alright, that's basically, so it's an XP shower. Okay, and yeah, there we go. Cinnabar, redstone, pop those in, pop that in. I'm going to run out of space in this chest very rapidly. In fact, I already have. But on the whole, I'm happy with the progress we've made today. I probably need to cook up most of these ores, don't I? And get on with things. We'll convert the blocks back to ingots. That will free me up some space. And we need to cook that. One of these has got fuel in it. Right, what was I doing before I started waffling? Oh, I know what I was doing. I was going to go and enchant the pick and see if we can't get silk touch. I suspect we won't get silk touch. I also need to put some windows in over there. Efficiency, I didn't bring any anything with me, did I? Any lapis? Not that we have a lot. Probably actually want the chest up there, don't we? Might not be a bad idea. Now, if I were to put you on, you get efficiency 4. You are efficiency 4, but I want the silky touch. I don't know whether to go for it or not. It's the age-old problem, isn't it? There's their Skulk Smite, okay. Not really what I was after. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, you jammy git. There we go. What did I want silk touch for now? Oh, I want to see if I can silk touch path blocks. Yeah, important stuff. Let's go and see if we can't silk touch path blocks. The answer to that is a big fat no. That is annoying. Alright, I'm going to have to play with my path block setup. I'm also going to have to go and get myself to get those windows in just so we can do that. Let me check how long I've been recording. I'll be back in a second. Alright, got those variants up there. Those are windowsills. From the inside, they have a slight issue that they are actually slightly up from the window, but that's fine. And they got flower pots. I'm not going to do windows on this. This is a big feature window. We're not going to do covers and shutters on that one, but we do have the outside one to deal with. So let us just go and get these two in. Oh, interesting. Now we're going to have to live with it if I'm going to have that be wood. I can fix it later. I can change those out from wood to this as soon as I've got some. Let me Nerd pole up. Oh, I actually like those ones. I might actually have to change. Oh, damn it! May have to change those over to things. Now these ones you can shift click to get a different thing, so you can leave them plain or you can have something on them. Eventually. You get having nothing again. Right, and then we've just got you. This reach charm that I've got is really handy. So I like those, and they're actually slightly cheaper. They're a whole thing cheaper. Right, let's come around. Let's get a nice shot like that. I think that will do us for this one. I'm going to need to get more clay. There is plenty of clay down here. These are rich with clay. And we are going to need to go and get more of that stuff, but that's only over here, the white stuff. So that's fine. In fact, we could even have a little explore down that direction. Yeah, I'll play around with path options between episodes, but until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Hang on. You gone and got yourself converted, didn't you? Oh, he didn't make it. I told him to be, you heard me, I told him to be careful. Oh well. Bob is dead, long live Bob. There you go. There's a name for an episode. Anyway, on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.